Hey, welcome back to the. Wait, what is that? What? What's that, Trevor?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that? Oh, T.
That is new stuff.
What
New
kind of
stuff.
lame brain moron would come up with that idea?
Uh, lame brain number one, lame brain number two.
Oh, whoa. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the first official episode of OT Graps, even though Trevor and I have been doing this for a while. Please welcome the man. Welcome. Oh, welcome. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. I don't know what's going on. Welcome back, the man who puts the T in OT. Trevor. Trevor, welcome back.
Welcome back, sir. It's good to be back. It's been a long hiatus, and it's a rough one, but I'm back. How about you? How you doing?
Oh, I mean, I'm all over the place. In case you can't tell, your boy is still recovering from the plague. 2 times. I'm a two-time
Twice.
plague recovery.
Two-time played. Two-time played.
You see, I say recover and I already start coughing. It be like that though, guys. And but I'm just happy to be back doing what I do best and what I love best. See, my words aren't even coming out right. It be like that though, guys. Welcome back to the show. We got so much to talk about in pro wrestling. Liam is already in the chat. So Toon Talks cast aside. Oh my God, he just won't let it go. I'm busy, Liam. I've been busy coughing my guts out, Liam. But we randomly get a new show called OT Graps. Interesting. Very interesting. Liam finally caught on. Says OT is Omar and Trevor. So what's Graps? Like grappling. Like wrestling. Mark. Love you, Liam. I love you, Liam. CC says, welcome back, you guys.
Where the hell has Liam been? I haven't seen Liam in forever.
He's been in Scotland. He went to an indie show where Grado lost his title to a bootleg version of Malachi Black.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he lost it to Malachi Gray.
That's not good.
Malachi Black. Oh my God. I miss Pac. More Pac on AEW TV. Guys, we've got a wonderful show planned for you all today. Cincy's in the chat as well. The whole crew together. Guys, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You got so much to talk about today. We're going to be talking about Roman Reigns, his future in WWE. Also, we have AEW Forbidden Door. What are some of our favorite dream matches that we want to see at Forbidden Door? We'll talk about that. Also going to be talking about Judgment Day, Trevor. Not the pay-per-view.
Not the pay-per-view.
No. Not the pay-per-view, but the stable that it is comprised of Rhea Ripley, Edge, and of course the Punisher Martinez. I forgot his WWE name real quick. Damian Priest. There we go.
Damian Priest. There you
go. Yep. So got a lot to talk about there, guys. So remember to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that jazz. But first, Trevor, let's get into WWE Backlash. I don't know if you had a chance to. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry, everyone. WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh my God. Yes, get it right, sir.
Yeah. The backlash that I would have got for that one from WWE fans would have been insane. But WWE WrestleMania Backlash was an interesting show. I'll just run through the card real quick, Trevor, and we can talk about it a little bit and see where we land on some of this stuff. First match, they started off with a banger. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. And I say banger to use the words of basically everyone else. A lot of other people really like this match. I don't know whether it was because I was watching it on the stream. I don't know whether it was because I was, sick. Everyone else seems to think this was a really good match. I thought it was quite boring until like the last 2 minutes, but I don't know.
So here's the thing. I think Seth Rollins, and we talked about different matchups, different feuds you can have coming in, and I thought him and Seth Rollins was a good one, and I still think it's a good one. But I thought that match was mediocre at best. It wasn't the best, wasn't the worst match by a long shot, but it wasn't the best match by a long shot either. It was relatively boring, but I thought each wrestler did their respectively well. but I just thought the match would drag on for a little too long. Can't hear you, but
Yeah, it was just boring. I was trying to make sure nobody heard me cough. This is more for
I
you
got you.
fans, so you don't hear me cough all the time. But no, I mean, yeah, it was. I did not like the way that the match was built. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my personal thing. Maybe that's just the way I saw it. I also, admittedly, was not the biggest fan of their WrestleMania match for the most. Like, here's the thing. I think the last. Here's the thing. For the WrestleMania match, I thought the first like few minutes and then the last few minutes were amazing, excellent for the
Right,
WrestleMania
right.
match. I thought the middle it kind of dragged. This one just seemed to kind of drag from the beginning, and I did not see them set the tone for a good match. I will rewatch it and see if I feel different after that. But look, the crowd was into it, so at the end of the day, you got to defer to the crowd, the paying fans in attendance, right? If
Right,
they were into
right.
it, that's all that matters. Because look, they put on a show. They put on a show for their entertainment. That is what matters the most, right? So we'll see what happens to
You
them.
know,
Yeah, please.
I'm sorry. But I agree. I kind of agree with you because I always feel like in certain matches, Cody has a weird pacing. When it comes to certain matches, I feel like the pacing is just a little off, and it may not necessarily be his fault. I think it's one of those things like he's trying to match the pace of the other wrestler, and it's not like it's not always up and up. And also, I kind of think Cody's slowing down a little bit. I think his style of wrestling isn't that fast paced like he was used to at one point. So I think that could be part of why it looked like that because it kind of looked off to me as well, like I said. So yeah, may have been that.
Yeah, or it could be the real reason, which is they both suck. Anyway, moving on to a match that we all agree, all jokes, mostly. Moving on to a match that I think we all agree sucked. Although some YouTubers did enjoy this. Whatever. Anyway, Omos took on the
Terrible
almighty
match.
Bobby Lashley in a match that lasted 9 minutes, that felt like 90 minutes, that should have been over after about 9 seconds. This was not good. It was not good. And look, I'll say this preemptively. There were a lot of people online and a lot of people in the YouTube community who were defending this as, well, it's Omos. What do you expect? I expect WWE not to put out a guy in a match when he's not ready. You know, I don't,
Exactly.
or at least book better around what he can do. And if this is the best Omos can do, respectfully to Omos, I will never have the God-given physique, the God-given height that he has that has made him a presence, which he does have. I admit this.
Yeah.
Omos has a presence. Outside of that, there isn't much. There's only so much you can get out of it. The fact that he lost to Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, I don't think is a good thing. I think it kind of sets him back no matter how many you can win, like 20 matches in a row now. Not going to matter.
Right.
The For me, the value in someone like an Omos who is, limited in the ring, who is likely going to be limited in the ring for a while, the only upside in that, or the biggest upside in that, is when he eventually puts that other guy over. Whether it was a
Right.
Gable Stevenson, whether it was a Braun Breaker, whether it was, a younger guy or somebody that they want, or even Cody Rhodes. That's the value in someone like Omos. And the fact that they didn't do it, I don't know. I just, admittedly, not a fan.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like Omar, going back to Omos. Omos kind of reminds me of um the stereotypical big men back in the day who had all the size and really couldn't move that well. They had bad feet, bad legs. He's very stiff. He's a very stiff dude. He's not very nimble. He's not very quick. He and that limits him. I think that limits him a lot. But like also he has like what? Let's be honest. He has like 5 moves. I mean, but Kevin
Wait,
Nash
what?
proved
He had five? I think
it
you
may
got.
be 3.
I think you might be
Is it 3?
dyslexic, sir. I think you're getting five mixed up with none. Name one move Omos has. Name one. Oh wait, no, sorry. He has the Kali Slam. That's
Yeah,
one.
that's about it.
He's got the Kali
You're right.
slam.
And I think he does a clothesline. I think.
Amen. Say what you want about the great Kali. He got you. He gave you some versatility. Kali gave you the big boot every now and then. You get the Kali, the Kali slam, the vice grip, the almighty great Kali vice grip, the one that squeezed Rey Mysterio's head like a pumpkin on SmackDown in 2006. Oh God, Kali. Oh, great Kali. Put him in the main event in India. You good, man? Oh, well, Trevor's having some technical difficulties. We'll get that sorted out in just a second, though. But in the meantime, for just a little bit, Trevor, let's kind of switch gears to this chat. The chat is blowing up right now about some happenings in WWE. So Cincy and Liam, obviously going back and forth here, says, "Did we all hear the news about Money in the Bank?" Cincy says Liam says, Money in the Bank is just a qualifier match now. Since he responds by, why the hell did they make the Money in the Bank winners get a WrestleMania match when Money in the Bank is the first quarter of the year after there's still a year till WrestleMania? Liam responds by saying, like, what happens if Ciampa wins Money in the Bank, then goes on to get released and signs at AEW? Does an AEW wrestler get a match at Mania? I mean, the questions that the people have. Trevor, do you know about this?
No, I hadn't heard about it at all.
Okay, so the winner of the Money in the Bank ladder matches, both winners of the Money in the Bank ladder matches, they get a title shot at WrestleMania. Money in the Bank is in June, by the way. This June.
Yeah, just when you give WWE some leeway.
They are coming off of one of the best events in years. In WrestleMania 38. Like, that was one of the funnest times I've had watching WWE in a while. And they hit me with this gobshite. Like, come on, man. Like, what?
Good Lord. Oh, man. Yeah. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely. I didn't hear about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Cody Rhodes apparently said it in a promo for Money in the Bank. So that's where we are. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, not good. Not good. Yeah. Liam also says Omos has 5 finishing moves. 1, the Kali Slam. 2, the Vice Script. 3, height. 4, MVP. And 5, overratedness. Oh, you buried him. Buried him.
He's right. He's absolutely right. Sorry, Liam.
I mean, I don't think Omos is overrated. I think he's right about, like, everyone thinks he's just right about the level he's at, but
Omos is just okay. I mean, the sad part is, what's his name that just screwed Cody out of the belt, who has the belt, who shouldn't have the belt? Austin Theory. He's actually better than Omos, which doesn't take much, but he's terrible too.
Yeah, look, I have been very, very transparent about the fact that I don't get Austin Theory. I just do not get it. And it's fine. It's fine. It might not be for me, but it's apparently not for the crowd in attendance either. Because when Austin Theory does get a reaction, it has very little to do with Austin Theory. Very little to do with him.
It's never because of him. And two, so he might have the look that Vince is looking for. Like, but other than that, he has no charisma. He's like, as charismatic as my computer.
It's like Vince McMahon thinks he's the next John Cena. He's like, sees him as Dr. Thugonomics Cena. I'm just like, what? No, like, he was charismatic, good on the mic, funny, likable, hateable. Austin Theory isn't really even hateable to me. I'm just like, okay, he's just boring. What's next? Like,
he's boring. He's very boring.
It's just boring. Liam has an announcement. He says, hey guys, welcome to me and Cincy's new show, LC Graps, where we actually stay awake for the whole pay-per-view. Well, me anyway, the guy that's in a different time zone. Yeah, Liam is a trooper. Like, since he's in the Eastern time zone, falls asleep at like 8 p.m. Liam's up here, like, until like 12 p.m., or like midnight our time, which is like 6 a.m. his time. God bless you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because I don't like me enough to do that.
Yeah. Since he says Austin Theory is what Shane McMahon was supposed to be.
Shane McMahon had talent though.
Shane McMahon was okay at promos. Like he got tiresome
Yeah.
because they were just doing that whole here come the Saudis. Here we go. Money talk. I won the World Cup. Best in the world. The world. Like that's why. I mean, like it's whatever. I will say Austin Theory gained a lot of respect from me for that Stone Cold stunner he took. That was a really good stunner.
It was. It was.
Yep.
The other ones are questionable, but
Hey, Pat McAfee. That I don't know about you. That that visual of Pat McAfee stunned on the outside of the ring. The camera cuts to him and he's got like the drink in his face and he's guzzling it, but he's like knocked out. I was like, oh, this guy gets wrestling. He gets
that was
it.
Good. The McMahon one was.
I was shocked. I thought Vince blew out his quads. I genuinely like on the stream. I was like, did he just blow out his quads like again?
Right.
Because he just like he flopped like a. He's like, oh, he like. I don't even know how to describe it. Like he just broke in front of all of us.
He did. He just broke in half. Poor man.
My God, as God is my witness, he's broken in half. Someone do that online. Anyway, moving on. WWE Backlash. Edge versus AJ Styles. Damian Priest banned from ringside. Did that stop Damian Priest from coming to ringside? Absolutely not. He interfered as well. Edge defeated AJ Styles after some interference from, not Damian Priest though, Rhea Ripley, the newest member of their group, now named Judgment Day. A gaggle of people who just sit there, laugh, and are blue. Yes. So, yep, the Smurfs have taken over WWE. What do you think about? We'll get to Judgment Day in a little bit, but Edge versus AJ Styles. What'd this do for you?
I mean, I enjoyed their match at at actual WrestleMania. WrestleMania 2 was okay. It was decent. I still don't think it was the best match of the night. It was a good match. It wasn't a terrible match. The pacing of the match was pretty good. I mean, AJ, it's very rarely when I've seen a bad AJ match. It happens, but it doesn't happen very often. But I liked it. I thought it was decent. Like I said, again, it wasn't the best match of the night, but it was definitely good.
I don't know what you're talking about. I saw a bad AJ Styles match, and it happened at WWE WrestleMania Backlash. That was not a good match. I don't know. It was not good. Like
it was boring. Great, but
I was entertained because I was making Smurf jokes the entire match. Literally, ask Liam. I was making Smurf jokes the entire match because I'm like, what is Edge's gimmick now? Like, no, genuinely.
I have no idea what Edge's gimmick is.
He's cutting these Ultimate Warrior 89 promos, except in a very monotone, and so the promos don't make any sense. They're not leading to anywhere.
Right.
The crux of what I'm getting from Edge and what I have been getting from Edge since like WrestleMania is that he is blue and he laughs.
Yes, I'm sad and I want to laugh.
No, not sad. He is literally. Have you seen the lights? He is the color blue.
It's blue.
And he is Papa Smurf. He's got Smurf at his side, and he's got like Grumpy Smurf.
So is AJ Gargamel?
Yes. yes. It's all coming together.
And who's the cat?
Finn Balor. There you go. Boom. Vince has thought of everything. He's like, we're gonna have the Smurfs. God bless us. So that match sucked. Match that did not suck though. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. I quit.
Great match.
That was
absolutely great. Amazing match.
Absolutely. I mean, like
amazing match.
I mean, look, every single thing about this match, like the kendo sticks, the chasing Charlotte chasing or getting chased out into the crowd by Ronda Rousey, but the finish. Oh, yeah. This is how every I Quit match should feel when it's over. Ronda Rousey has Charlotte's arm trapped in a steel chair, and then she's like, "You gonna quit? You gonna quit?" Charlotte says no, and then Ronda wrenches back and just destroys her arm, and immediately there was no like, you know, oh my god, building up the tension. It was the second she snapped that arm back, Charlotte was like, I quit, like,
Yep.
because that's what Ronda Rousey should be built as. The second she gets that arm bar in, it's over. Like no matter what, it is over. That's how she should be built.
Yeah, like Ronda should be this badass submission machine. Like, and she, like, you can make her a tweener, like, but I love heel Ronda. I've always loved heel Ronda, always. But you can definitely make Ronda a tweener.
She was getting a face reaction at Backlash. Like, the
fans
loved her.
She definitely was. But like, I feel like the same way she can be a face was the same way like Bret Hart was a face at his peak. You know what I mean? Where he was that just getting in and just ripping people's like tendons apart. I feel like he was like, she can be like that kind of sort of.
Yo, and speaking of Bret Hart, I just have to say, WCW update. I am at the point in WCW where Bret Hart is cutting the best promos of his career. Anyone who says 1997 was the best year of Bret Hart promos, no. 99, 2000, baby. My God. All right. He cut this promo on, I think it was Nitro.
Was this one Goldberg or?
No. So Bret Hart, I'll send it to you in a little bit, like after we get off the air. But Bret Hart cuts this promo, impeccable. He's getting asked about competition. He's like, well, you know, it's time for me to get some real competition here in the WCW, and he's like, and there's one person who's impressed me the most, El Dandy. You've earned it, son. And he's like he's putting over El Dandy in WCW.
I do remember this.
It was. Bret Hart has never made me laugh before. I was howling, Trevor, and then the next line, he's like, Mean Gene like comes back and he's like, well, he doesn't call. Excuse me, COVID. But so Mean Gene comes back and he's like, well, El Dandy is a fine athlete, I'll give you that, but he's a cruiserweight. And Bret Hart's just like, who are you to decide, Mean Gene, who's good or not? It was like, some of these cruiserweights are better than the heavyweights. He's like, you got El Dandy, you got Hypnosis, and Mean Gene just goes, you mean Psychosis? Yeah, Psychosis. He called him Hypnosis.
Oh, God.
1999 Bret Hart. All the way up here. Amazing.
He just didn't care at that point. He refused to give a damn at that point.
It's my favorite quality of WCW, like, dying, is just nobody cares at all.
No one could care at all.
Like,
could care less.
Remember Halloween Havoc 98? Big Show's walking to the ring with a lit cigarette in his mouth.
Yep.
Knowing that he's leaving WCW in like a month. He just didn't care.
He could care less.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
That time with WCW was absolutely amazing because no wrestler, no talent gave two damns. except not Ric Flair. He did not care either. Nobody. I think Sting. No. Sting was like the only one who cared. Till the dying day of he's the only one who cared. Even like he cared. Well,
him and what's his name? I almost call him Dean Douglas. Shane Douglas. Him and Shane Douglas. Well, his name was Dean Douglas. Either way.
His name was Dean at some point.
Yeah.
But he didn't really care too much. He was getting...
Well, he cared about one thing. He cared about kicking Ric Flair's ass. That's about it, though. So he cared. He still cared more than Kevin Nash did. Kevin Nash. Oh, my God. 2000 Kevin Nash. People, go watch it. Literally. You want to see 2000 Kevin Nash? It's just on a live show. He'll be doing a run-in, and he comes out, no music. He's in like slacks and a polo. None of them matching. You want to talk about not caring? And like his hair's like just like whatever. Beer in hand.
Yep. Takes a sip.
And lumbers to the ring for a run-in. It's W was Kevin Nash. Anyway.
Because no one cared.
Anyway, speaking of no one caring, Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin. 9 minutes, 50 seconds too long. Nobody cared.
It shouldn't have been a match. Shouldn't have existed.
Shouldn't have been a match. I agree.
Finally, about either one of them.
Yeah, finally, Bloodline, Roman Reigns, the Usos, defeated Drew McIntyre and RK Bro via pinfall in a really action-packed matchup. Really good match. Nice main event.
Yeah.
I still would have rather seen the Ronda Rousey Charlotte Flair match go on last, but this was a good match. I had no problem with it.
No, it was a good match. It was good to watch Randy Orton be Randy Orton for a second, where he literally RKO'd everyone.
Come on! No, he's face Randy Orton, the most boring Randy Orton. Come on!
He's actually been pretty entertaining with bro.
Well, that's how you know it's Randy Orton. Anyway, guys. Trevor, you want to read some of these chats?
Where do we start? Let's
just start
somewhere.
What's Judgment Day? Read that one.
What's Judgment Day? I know Smurfs Village, as Liam says. Ciciana says, guess being barred from ringside is just being recommended to not come to the ring.
Strongly encouraged.
Yes, exactly. Strongly encouraged. Man. Who would win, Judgment Day or the Little People Court? The Little People's Court that DMX found under the ring. Guys, did you miss this? You guys are ruthless tonight. Jesus. Finn needs to turn on AJ and revitalize his career. Yeah.
Finn needs to leave WWE to revitalize his career at this point.
Liam says, "Oh, do not get me started on Sharp. I'm not even going to type it."
Yeah, I mean, he was, look. All respect to Liam. Liam was mean to Charlotte on our backlash stream. He was mean.
Oh yeah.
Like, look. I mean, like, my thing is, like, I get why people are are lukewarm or cold on Charlotte, because she kind of reminds me of Randy Orton in the way that, she was really good really early. And she's still probably one of the best in the world at what she does in the ring
right now, though.
But it's just like, give me more. Like that's been my thing with Randy Orton over the past 10 years. Like, Randy Orton is a great wrestler who, when he tries, can be really good. But and this has very little to do about trying at this point. It's just sometimes. It's just
Yeah.
But
and I don't know, and I kind of feel like she's entitled. She feels entitled, which I get to a degree too. But when you have issues working with certain wrestlers and things like that, I mean, and this is just speculation. This is not, but it's just some of those things. You're to be a good entertainer, a sports entertainer in wrestling, you also have to work with your peers. You also have to be open to ideas and things like that. If you're not, you can't even be a role model for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Let alone good in your respective career.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine someone just putting themselves over and burying other wrestlers and just being a pretty overplayed, out of touch hack at times. If people were that, they'd be Charlotte Flair's dad. But
pretty much.
But
yeah, or Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, brother.
Brother.
That's all. Do you know, bro? Do you know that they redubbed it on Peacock?
Oh, they did.
They did.
Because I know they dubbed it once before.
No, they dubbed it on Peacock. It's like, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, brother. I'm just like,
I actually showed a buddy of mine that recently for the first time, and he lost it. He absolutely lost it. He was like, this is absolutely hilarious.
And
I
don't
think
let
the best part of that is when Booker T's like, damn.
don't ever let Booker T like don't let him act like he didn't know what he knew exactly what he was doing when he said that. He meant every word. Like
Every bit of
Hulk
it.
Hogan, we coming for you, sucker. Why did they say brother on the thing? They should have just said sucker.
Sucker, exactly. That's what they say. They say sucker.
Like that's what I say. That's what I say when I say it.
Liam says, "I think I went too far on Charlotte."
Yeah, I agree, Liam. Since he says brother, 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 I'm coming for Veer, brother, brother, brother. Money in the Bank, brother.
Veer's apparently been coming for like months now. He's finally here. Not doing months though.
I cannot believe that WWE has a Disney star, like a Disney movie star, in there. Like, you know about this? You know, Veer had a Disney movie made about him, right? Like about his life.
I did not actually. I thought it was I think I heard it. Like that was a rumor. What was it called?
I don't know. It's called like Miracle Kid or something. Like he was a baseball player from India.
Yes,
it's a baseball movie.
I do. Yes. I know this movie. Yes.
Yeah, Rinku, man.
Yes.
His real name is Rinku Rajput, and right. He is like
he was the Miracle Kid.
He's the whatever the miracle, whatever the hell that thing was. I don't remember the name of it. But I will say this. They ruined the coming, man. They ruined the coming of Veer by just waiting too long. He's waited too long to come. Not good. There is such a thing as too long, gentlemen.
It is. Trust me.
And
I know.
Well, I have no idea about that. Anyway. Excuse me as I die.
I don't see anything.
What do you mean?
Oh, there we go.
No.
My screen was messing up.
It be like that, man. It be like that. Anyway, let's move on, Trev, and talk about Roman Reigns. Wow. So there was a lot of speculation about Roman Reigns, about whether or not he was going to leave WWE. He obviously made that big announcement at the show in Trenton, New Jersey, talking about how, he doesn't know how many of these shows he's going to do. A lot of people thought that might mean that he's going to go to Hollywood. He got to get his money, go to Hollywood. A lot of people thought that, Roman Reigns is going to AEW. He's already signed, sealed, and delivered. The takes were amazing on Twitter after he did that. But, of course, good old Uncle Dave confirmed that Roman Reigns is not leaving WWE, but has, in fact, signed a new deal that essentially gives him a schedule similar to Brock Lesnar, where he only wrestles for a few shows per year. Now, Nick Khan has been on record saying that he is going to help. He intends on helping Roman Reigns through the process of transitioning into movies. Roman Reigns, very good-looking guy, can be very charismatic, is a presence unto himself, and he's a pro wrestler, which means he's got a big background in acting. Yep. He's going to be fine. He's going to do well in Hollywood, one way or another. And look, a lot of people are saying that Roman Reigns, we're just getting to see the best of him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, how long was The Rock really on top in WWE?
Yeah,
2 years? True. Like 2 years, 3 years? Like, really? Same with Austin. Yeah. Even if you go to Hogan was on top. Hogan was on top, granted, longer. But even that was like 6 years of really being on top. John Cena spoiled a lot of us. Because John Cena was basically on top for like 10 years. But so we have this career. Yeah, we have this warped idea of like a star needing to be on top for like 10 years and then they can go do all. Like, no, Rock did it after 3. Austin retired after 3. Hogan basically took his ball and went home after like 6. So it happens. These things happen. But what do you have to say to those people, Trevor, who say Roman Reigns has not earned this new deal?
Oh, dude, so I've had this conversation plenty of times recently, and it was funny because the guy I talked to, one of my buddies, he was a wrestling dude. He's like, "Do you think Reigns deserves like what he's getting. I said, yes, he deserves it and more. Like he was on top when at a time where like the entire world was like dead. Like he helped push carry WWE on his back. Him and Drew McIntyre carried the company when no one else could do it. Like they're performing A1 matches in front of nobody. Like yes, Roman Reigns deserves the money he gets. Roman Reigns deserves the accolades he's getting. Right now, Roman Reigns might be on top. He might be one of the best wrestlers going on right now. And obviously the best heel. Like the work he's doing right now, and with him in the bloodline, and you got to put the Usos up there too. Like
Main
amazing work by
event,
Paul.
Jey Uso deserves so much credit.
Doesn't he? So much, so much. Like it's just like it makes me laugh when people say that they don't deserve the accolades or deserve the credit they're getting. They deserve more than what they're getting. Like it's I mean he just I'm happy for him to get his deal. I hope if he is because he's done one movie that I know of, but I hope if he's wants to get
What movie
movies
did
he
he
can
do?
do it. He was a side character. He was with what's his name? The movie with The Rock and Jason Statham.
Oh, Hobbs and Shaw. Oh yeah, he was in
Yep.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep,
What
yep,
a
yep.
lame movie that was.
Oh yeah, terrible movie.
I gotta bury it. I gotta bury it. This is my
It was an
gimmick.
awful movie. I'm sorry, it was a terrible movie. I
I
kind of thought it was gonna be though.
was that old Vince McMahon line? I'm gonna inject that nice take with a lethal dose of poison.
God, gotta love Vince.
Yeah.
But what do you
Gotta hate
think?
him too.
You think he deserves the deal?
Absolutely. Like I mean, you said it all, bro. Like,
Yeah.
let the man get his bag. Let the man become a star. Let the man grow pro wrestling because that's what he does. He, like The Rock, even when he's not wrestling, even when he's not on WWE TV, he's growing pro
Yeah.
wrestling. He's helping pro wrestling. So don't care. Do you think he'll work in Hollywood though? Like, do you think he's got it in him?
You know, I don't know. I feel like his charisma and everything has grown since he's been this heel, the head of the table. I think his ring presence has gotten much better. I saw him on I want to say it was Jimmy Fallon, I think, recently, maybe a couple weeks ago. Well, actually, maybe a month ago now, when right before WrestleMania, and he was talking about his match with Brock Lesnar, and like to see him there, like he was very comfortable. And before I've seen him do interviews, he wasn't as comfortable. So I think this new persona and everything he's been doing in WWE has helped him become more and more comfortable. I think he's getting there. I think he's getting to a point where he could be behind somebody's camera and be a star in Hollywood. I mean, let's be honest, Hulk Hogan did it and wasn't a star. Hulk Hogan is probably one of the worst wrestling actors I've seen.
I'll have you
But
know, I'll have you know, Mr. Nanny was an amazing moment in the history of film. Are you serious? Mr. Nanny was amazing. What was the other movie
hey,
he did?
Suburban Commando.
Okay, that sucked. That absolutely
Oh, it was
sucked.
absolutely horrible. It was
It was
absolutely
terrible.
terrible.
It was terrible. But no, was it No Holds Barred?
Oh yes, the most famous line. What does that smell? Dookie.
Dookie.
God, that was awful.
Oh, it was
Dookie.
amazing.
Dookie.
He's like, no. Hogan was like, Dookie.
Dookie.
He just couldn't believe it.
It was absolutely. But you know they were supposed to do a No Holds Barred too, right?
That ain't happening anytime soon.
It shouldn't.
For multiple reasons. There are so many reasons
we
can't do it.
get into it. One, Hogan is a.
Could you
person.
imagine Hogan gets on site? It was like, "Hey, brother, where's my brother? It's like, oh my god, that's another thing, Brad. Hogan. Oh my god, it's a big shout to OSW Review for reminding me of this. But Hogan back in '98 when he brought in Horace Hogan, right? And it's amazing. These promos are like, go watch WCW, kids. Please go watch WCW. It's the greatest thing ever. Should never went out of business. Actually, no, it's a lie. They completely should have went out of business. But I'm watching these Hogan promos, right? And I am laughing my ass off because Hulk Hogan is talking to Horace Hogan, right? Horace Hogan in kayfabe is his nephew, right? Hulk Hogan proceeds to cut the greatest promo in the history of pro wrestling when he says, "Horace, brother, you're my dead brother's brother." I'm just like, what? He just starts talking about Horace's dead father, who is his brother, and it's the most weird family tree because he keeps calling Horace brother as well. So he's like, "Horace, brother, my dead brother was your father, brother," and I'm just like, what? And it's just like 5 minutes of that. He's like, your dead father, my dead brother. I'm like, Hogan, like, all right,
please shut up.
What is going on here? And meanwhile, like, the Giant is in the background just laughing. Again, beyond the point of caring. He just does not care. Amazing. Here's the WCW as I watch the ship go down.
Great TV.
Coughing does not make for great TV. Get tested, kids.
No.
Anyway, moving on to our next story. Trevor, I need to hear what you say about this. Vince Russo. Main event, Vince Russo. Arguably the man responsible for the death of both TNA and WCW. TNA is a dead entity. Impact Wrestling is different. But Vince Russo claims that Vince McMahon recently asked him for his feedback on WWE's current product. Take it with a big old pinch of salt. All right, but here's the story. Appearing on the Pounding the Meat podcast. Wow.
I'm going to be an adult.
I'm not. Nice. Appearing on the Pounding the Meat podcast, Vince Russo said, "Bro, a couple of months ago, I was offering my help as a consultant. I didn't want to be hired. I'm never going to work in the environment again. But I was like, bro, your show freaking sucks. Seriously, are you watching?" It was like, it was that conversation over and over again. Vince Russo, first, okay. We have another blurb from Vince Russo there, but the audacity of Vince Russo to say that someone else's show sucks. The audacity. Because look, Monday Night Raw has been bad. Really bad at some points. None of it has been anything close to WCW 2000. Here's the thing. Looking back like 25 years, or 20 years or whatever, I'm watching WCW 2000. I'm laughing because I wasn't watching then. I'm laughing at the hilarity of ha ha ha, your company's going out of business. If I was a fan back then, I'd be pissed.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Most of my family members, like I think I've told you before, were fans of WCW. My brother included, my uncle were fans of WCW, and like couldn't believe what they were watching. There was one point in time when my uncle just stopped watching altogether. Like he would. That's one of the few things we talked about. He was like, "Oh, did you see this?" Blah, blah. I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And then like one day, he just, "Man, I'm not watching that crap anymore." Like he just literally stopped watching.
Cincy in the chat says, "I will do it, brother. Money in the Bank, getting that undisputed brother championship." Oh wait, is this supposed to be in Hulk Hogan's voice?
It's Hogan.
We'll do that. Yeah. That's Hogan, dude. I don't know, brother. Brother is a very universal term in pro wrestling.
Brother.
I can't believe. Like, by the way, I did not even vet that quote yet. I haven't vetted any of the Vince Russo stuff yet, so my reactions are completely natural to what I'm reading here. He went on to say that Vince Russo, bro, I have to say bro before I start everything. That's how I get into my character. Bro, How that ended with Vince wanted me to watch Raw for a couple of weeks and give my feedback. I'm like, bro, I'll be happy to do that. I ain't doing nothing for free, though. Your product sucks, bro. I'm willing to help you. I'm not going to jump through hoops to help you. If you want to pay me to critique the show over the next couple of months, I'll be happy to do that. But I certainly was not going to do it for free because the product is horrible. I was looking to help the guy because the product is horrible. Trevor, I gotta ask, what do you make of Vince Russo's comments about first of all, alleging that Vince McMahon asked for his feedback? Which, if so, that's one bold prediction I got right.
Right.
Begrudgingly. Yeah, please go ahead.
How bad does your company have to suck when you're asking Vince Russo for help? That's kind of like asking.
This is Vince Russo talking.
Right, of course. You got to take it with a grain of salt.
He's a worker.
But you got to take it with a grain of salt. But that's kind of like asking the captain of the Titanic how to take care of your ship so it won't sink. Like, it's just, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, again, is Vince Russo. He is a worker. Most of what Vince Russo says is a fever dream. But, like, come on, dude. Like, I get WWE has been abysmal at sometimes. But I will say this. There has been a Raw that I actually thoroughly enjoyed. And it was actually maybe a week ago. I think we both talked
2 weeks
about
ago. 2 weeks ago.
It was I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. There were some things that I could pick and pull out of it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. But to say that the guy who, like you said before, came in WWE, WCW took a giant pee in the middle of the ring and called it a masterpiece. Did the same thing in TNA, telling somebody else how not to ruin a company? Did he sit there and tell him bit for bit what he did to ruin the company? Don't do this.
Make no bones about it. In both the downfall of TNA and WCW, Vince Russo is the common denominator. Make no bones about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can even argue that Eric Bischoff was part of TNA's fault as well.
I blame Vince Russo way more. So here's the thing. TNA Wrestling back in 2014, right? They lost their TV deal with Spike. The entire reason, it wasn't because of ratings. TNA was actually doing fine ratings. Spike was fine with what they were doing.
They were.
And wrestling's a pretty cheap show, especially the way TNA runs it, right? So that wasn't what they were mad about. They were mad that Dixie Carter was working with Vince Russo because they knew the show was going to suck. They were tired. Dixie Carter lied to them multiple times after saying that Vince Russo wasn't hired, wasn't on the company payroll. It was found out that he actually was. Boom. They said, we're not renewing the TV deal. We're done with wrestling. That's like, ever since then, TNA went from having like 1 million or having like between that, 800,000 to 1 million people watching every week, all the way down to like 200. Now it's just sad. Like we have more viewers on here than TNA does. It's just sad. But yeah, I mean, that's just the way things work. And it's all Vince Russo's fault.
It is. Definitely is. Like, again, like you said, I don't necessarily believe it. I want more proof of it, but that's just ridiculous.
You won't get proof. Because, bro, you want proof, you're going to have to subscribe to my level 81 Patreon, the bro level Patreon. And then, bro, I'll tell you the whole story. I'll give you the receipts. And then, bro, we can talk about wrestling. And I'll tell you my vision, bro, for WWE. Bro.
And what was the name of this podcast, sir?
The name of the podcast that Vince Russo was on was the Pounding the Meat podcast.
I rest my case.
I case my rest, sir. Guys, Hit that like button, subscribe, all that jazz. We've got a mess going on in the chat right now.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
Let me give it a go here. Since he says,
starting,
"Yay, Veer is going to win the Money in the Bank, beat up a local town until WrestleMania, and then lose to Roman Reigns at Mania if Roman is still champ." What a storyline you just booked there, buddy. Liam says, "I think I went too far on Charlotte." You're fine. Since he says, brother, I'm coming for Veer, brother, Money in the Bank, brother. Liam says, keep reading all the comments, brother. We're trying here. Liam also says, hey, I'm Veer Mahan from Miracle Kid, and you're watching Disney Channel. That's a good. A winner is you. A winner is you.
Great.
Oh my God. Since he says, Veer is a Disney brother. The movie is $1 Million Arm. See, I was close.
There was a movie called Miracle Kid, though. Was a Magic Kid or something like that. Anyway.
I don't care.
Wish Kid.
I don't care, Trevor. Liam says, breaking news. Roman is #all elite. I know. So many people got worked by that. Liam also says, what do you mean looking guy and movies? Cough. Gangrel used to make some movies. Gangrel used to make some movies.
He did. He definitely did.
Forget about the New World Order, man. That NPO.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody doesn't say boom during his entrance for no reason.
Right.
Boom.
Goes dynamite.
There it is. Since he says Veer and Roman should be a Disney movie together, brother. Liam says it should be called Together, brother. Since he says Gangrel, brother, has some movies, brother, but not the movies you think, brother. Liam says, so it basically means he'll lose the next championship match. Since he says most likely, Liam says, I know, brother, he quit directing those movies, brother. Since he says, yes, he did, brother. Was it in Hobbs and Shaw, brother? Fast and Furious 32. Mateo, starring Roman Reigns. I don't even know what that means. Since he says, Hulk Hogan, brother, is coming for you, brother. Roman is losing to me in hell in a brother cell. And, brother, I will be the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. Says since he edits. Liam also says, if Hulk Hogan ever wins a WWE title again, I don't know, but it ain't happening, brother. Since he says, I would do it, brother. Money in the Bank, brother. Getting that Undisputed Brother Championship after Money in the briefcase. What? What is happening?
There's a lot of brothers going on here.
Too much brothers. Too many brothers. Hulk, Horace, your dead brother. My dead. Wait. Okay. I think my voice needs a break after that, or after Lee's last few. Since he says, book it, brother. Imagine brother versus bro match. Hogan versus Riddle. That ain't happening anytime soon. Since he also says, brother dominated the brother. Oh, my God. Since he finally says, I also like pounding the meat, brother. Oh, YouTube's a fun place. Let's move on. Oh God! Are they even? They're just trying to get themselves over. This is no longer fandom.
This is all promos. This is all promos. It's just trying to get themselves over.
These are just wow. What a time to be alive, guys! Hit that like button, all that jazz. Let's move on, Trevor, and talk about AEW Forbidden Door, baby. AEW New Japan Forbidden Door. Although if I say the latter, the copyright strikers might come get me. Anyway, but Trevor, it's happening. The super show that everyone and their mother and their brother wanted for a very.
Yep, I'm frozen.
You're fine. Work through it, brother.
Yeah.
Anyway, so AEW Forbidden Door is happening pretty soon, June 26th in the United Center. I unfortunately already bought. I was already planning on going to Chicago for a different reason, literally like the week before, and now I'm like, do I just stay another week for Forbidden Door? How will I stay another week for Forbidden Door? I'm working the logistics on that, but yeah, it is crazy. They've already sold nearly 12,000 tickets for the event. So they're basically going to sell out the United Center again. Again, no matches announced yet. So again, AEW has sold out the United Center twice with nothing formally announced. Amazing. Anyway, Trevor, though, I thought it'd be fun if each of us went through and gave three of our personal dream matches between AEW and New Japan that we'd like to see at Forbidden Door.
Okay.
All right.
You want to start first?
Oh, I'll start first. And I got a good one for you coming up first. So my first dream match that I am offering to you and the wrestling gods, please listen, Tony Khan, is CM Punk, who at this point might be the AEW World Champion, versus Kenta. With the battle of the GTS. Kenta has been coming after Punk for years about that. He is the man who made the GTS really famous, and you know, Kenta wants his rights. He wants the notoriety that he feels like he deserves versus CM Punk. CM Punk is like an amazing wrestler still at the age of like 44, 45, however old he is.
Absolutely.
And I think this should just be a big main event match. But yeah, so I'm offering to the wrestling gods, Kenta versus CM Punk as my first match.
That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. Let's see. My first one. Let's do Daniel Bryan versus Kota Ibushi.
Oh, well, that really might be a dream match because after what Kota Ibushi did on Twitter today, I don't know if he'll be wrestling for New Japan anytime soon. But no, continue. I want to hear about this.
I've watched Ibushi for a long time. I like Ibushi a lot. Of course, we love Daniel Bryan here. I think styles make fights, and even when it comes to wrestling, styles make great wrestling matches. The pacing these two could do are great. They're great stamina. Both really good at controlling matches, at working matches. Both are very great athletes. I think it'll be fun to watch. I think it'll be a lot of fun to watch. And I mean, it would also be cool to see the Blackpool Combat Club outside the ring. But I think it'll be a lot of fun to watch. To see if Ibushi can keep up with the speed of Daniel Bryan, because it's going to be hot paced.
Man with a mask. Hello. It's great to be. It's great. See, now I'm just going, hello, little one. Like, that's not William Regal. Sir William Regal.
Even though William Regal has been doing some of the best mic work I've heard in years.
One of my favorite things about William Regal, or about Dynamite now, is hearing William Regal on commentary. It's just like the other day, he was just like, I love it when meaty men slap meat. I'm just like, what? What? But,
okay.
Yes.
But we will.
But yes. I also remember Test versus Brock Lesnar, King of the Ring 2002. That's what I'm talking about. I need more of that. Like Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. Give me that. Big meaty men. Big sirloin beef, meaty men slapping meat.
Slapping meat.
Speaking of slapping, I'm going to offer my second match for AEW Forbidden Door that I want to see. It's the artist Zack Sabre Jr. versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
That's a good one,
too. Greatest technical wrestlers of this era, bar none. Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. Bryan Danielson literally has an award named after him called the Bryan Danielson Award, which is best technical wrestler in wrestling. Zack Sabre Jr. has won that award almost as many times as Bryan Danielson. And this match should be to determine whose name goes on that award for the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Look, I've wanted this match for years. They've already wrestled before, by the way, but it was way back in 2008, 2009, back in London, before Zack Sabre really blew up, before even Bryan Danielson blew up mainstream-wise. But like this is before his run in WWE. So I want to see this match. These two would be twisting each other in ways the human body is not meant to bend. It would be probably the best technical wrestling match we've ever seen. Like think Kurt Angle versus Benoit, Ultimate Submission, Backlash 2001. Like this would be like I think this could even surpass that. But just give it to me. Give it to me, Tony
Right.
Khan.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Okay, that's a damn good one too. Um, let's see. All right, mulling this one over. I would love to see Will Ospreay
Ooh.
versus Adam Cole, baby. I think that would be amazing, amazing match. I like them both. I definitely like them both. I was actually going between that and Adam Cole and Will Ospreay, and also Scorpio Sky and Will Ospreay. I love the work Scorpio Sky is doing nowadays. Look, they're just letting him go. I like the work he's doing.
How about we book a ladder match real quick? You pick three people. I'll pick 3 people.
Okay.
Let's book a ladder match. AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Winner gets like whatever. 25 grand. Let's put money on it to make it believable, right? You get 25 grand. What I want to see is Will Ospreay, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said Kota Ibushi. I can't say that anymore, right? Right. Oh, God, man, Kota. Could you imagine Kota being in that ladder match though?
Dude, Kota is
imagine having like a 6-man ladder match. Like on one side, AEW side, you have Scorpio Sky, Sammy Guevara, and Adam Cole. Like those could be your AEW guys.
Right. Definitely.
Or even like Wheeler Yuta. Like even Wheeler.
I love Wheeler Yuta, honestly.
Like oh my God, and like it would be like a great way to like highlight. Like the Super Juniors as well. Like you, there's so much you could do. The Wheeler Yuta. By the way, Wheeler Yuta is gonna be in the Super Juniors, which is gonna be amazing.
I saw that. Yeah, I couldn't. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. But like you could have. So I mean, okay, look. So I think you could have like. Trying to think of like I think Titan would be good. I think Titan. He's like a really good high flyer that.
Yes.
I think he works for New Japan. I'm not sure even if he doesn't.
Never at stopped. The moment. I'm lack of New Japan wrestlers because I'm trying to remember who still wrestles for them. You know what I mean?
I mean Takahashi. You have to put him in.
Yeah.
Like he is just. He's like probably the best like not even high flyer, just like one of the best Super Juniors in the world. So you could put him in. I think you could put. You could put definitely Will Ospreay in there, and then
Jay White still with New Japan.
Oh, there you go. Have Jay White and Adam Cole, baby, do a little something, and then you could have the splintering of the Super Elite and the Bullet Club.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen anyway. But no, yeah, that's a hell of a lineup actually. I love the lineup of Scorpio Sky, Sammy Guevara, and
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby.
I love that one. I think that's a good one. I think that's a damn good one, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, man. Like that's just they got to get people on the show. So there's gonna be a few like a lot of tag team matches, a lot of 6-man matches.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot. Like, does New Japan has a women's division, right? I know they do.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could bring in people from like Stardom as well.
Yeah. Because I think it would be great to highlight some of the female wrestlers they have too.
You gotta love the Joshis, man. You gotta love the Joshis. Anyway. My last breath apparently. My last but my final offering to the wrestling gods and Tony Khan, at this point they're all the same thing, is Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, the man who everyone wanted to see in AEW North American ring for a while now, versus The American Dragon. Yeah, he's on there twice. Bryan
Twice.
Danielson. I mean, look.
Your mic up.
I know when my mic messes up, sir.
I'm just
I know. Screaming does not help. Everyone, stop screaming! Ah! Oh man. But no. I mean, look, Okada versus Bryan Danielson. If Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. doesn't happen, you gotta have Okada versus Bryan. This is the match that Bryan's been talking about for a while. Okada's talked about it. I mean, look, fans want to see it. Could you imagine the rainmakers, the kicking of the head? Oh my God, just give me more.
That'd be great. Oh, that'd be amazing, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my three matches.
That's a good one. Those are good 3 picks. I'm gonna use Okada. Oh no, I'm gonna use Zack Sabre Jr. and Darby Allin.
Oh, I want to change mine. Darby Allin versus Okada. Could you imagine the way Darby Allin would sell
oh my God.
for Okada? But, just like freaking like demolishing him with those clothes. Oh.
Dude, I fear for Darby Allin every time he wrestles, dude. I feel like someone's gonna toss him through a wall.
Hey man. Hey man, don't fear for him though. If don't fear for him if Chris Jericho starts hitting him with his bat. The salt, like one of my favorite gimmicks about Chris Jericho is that now he's a sports entertainer in AEW.
I love that.
I love that, and I love the fact that he like makes his entire like arsenal now is like very sports entertainery. Like, like my favorite thing is when he goes around with Floyd the baseball bat, and he does like the old WCW thing where he goes around to each person and he like delivers some shots with the bat.
It's like, the funniest thing, bro.
It's like the greatest. It's like Hulk Hogan. Back in Hulk Hogan would do this all the time in like those Royal Rumbles in World War III. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go batter you over here now. Now I'm gonna go batter you over here. I'm gonna go batter you. Except Jericho's doing it with a baseball bat, and he's like, you could see he's like grazing the guy, but but he's like so serious about it. I'm just like, yo, oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, Lance Storm is proud.
I love the fireball. I thought that was so old school wrestling entertainment. It was so funny. So funny.
I burned Eddie Kingston's head because he's a little marky wrestler like you. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. Great. Oh my God. And Chris Jericho, like he wins, right? And he'll do the old heel thing where he's like, yeah, come on, baby. I won,
baby. It's great. Like I'm loving what's going on at AEW right now. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I love everything except for the Ty Conti stuff. I thought Ty Conti was doing so well before they stuck her with Sammy Guevara.
I did not like that at all. I don't like it at all. Like I was thinking the same thing. They both were doing well before they stuck them together. Now, like
both
of them.
Both of them. There you go.
I'm Southern and I'm tired. Mind your business.
Both of these wrestlers. So we move on to our final topic of the day. WWE Judgment Day. Not the pay-per-view, but the stable, Trevor. Okay, I need you to explain this one to me. Like, genuinely need you to explain this one to me. Because I've been watching Raw. I've been doing all the stuff. Edge, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest. They have this stable called Judgment Day. Yes. And I don't understand what the gimmick is.
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Edge stands there. The lights turn blue, and he laughs. Damian Priest stands there. The lights turn blue, and he laughs. Rhea Ripley stands there. The lights turn blue, and she laughs.
Why was her laugh so bad?
I don't know. I was trying to do an Australian laugh, I was crikey. I was like trying to be like crikey and all right, crikey, ha ha, crikey.
Oh dear.
So I mean, look,
Prime entertainment here, people.
my Damian Priest laugh was like still like pretty. I'll give you a Damian Priest laugh. There you go. There's my Damian Priest and my edge.
Pretty on point.
The edge is pretty on point. The Rhea Ripley probably not. Either way, they're blue and they laugh. That's the entire gimmick from where I stand. Because Edge's promos don't make any sense. It's like the Ultimate Warrior back in like 1989 when he was cutting those promos that nobody knew anything about. When he was like,
Nope.
when a warrior's soul enters the fifth dimension and he is forced to choose between the battle of right and righteousness. The righteousness flows to the warrior's veins and he understands the dexterity of the Knights of Templar are upon thee, and you shall not enter the night of the living dead without the souls of the living lived. So imagine that. Warrior, brother. So that basically
that's kind of what it is. It makes no sense at all. It makes absolutely no sense.
Except Edge is saying it like the Knights of Templar are upon thee. like it's just like he's just kind of menacing.
It's like the Brood without being good.
It's like the Brood without them being vampires. So you don't get why are you doing this? Like I get why Malachi Black's a cult leader. I get that.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Sense.
Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, was a demon. Got it. What is this?
He's just a sad man with a long jacket.
Is it a cult? I mean, I guess so, but also they're not a cult. They're a society. Okay. I mean, also kind of a cult, but is Edge poisoning their
cult of the laughing blue people?
They're Smurfs. So they're Smurfs. Thank you.
They're unhappy Smurfs. That's exactly what it is. They're very unhappy.
No, they seem very happy to me. They're all laughing and jovial.
Just because they're laughing doesn't mean they're joyful. They might just be insane.
Crikey. But yeah, I don't get it.
And there goes our Australian viewership.
Oh yeah. G'day, Zach. Bye, mate. Mark. There we
Jesus. Go. Where is this going?
I don't know. Are you guys playing any of this? I came right from work and a doctor's appointment. I'm here. Here.
Same.
I'm just here.
Well, I didn't come from a doctor's appointment, but yeah, same here.
Cincy in the chat said WWE needs to bring back Judgment Day for Judgment Day. They'll bring it back eventually. I don't know if it's on the calendar right now. We have someone in the chat saying Roman Reigns fears Cody Rhodes, right? That could be the story.
Yeah, could be. I'm wondering if that's where they're going to go with it. It'd be fun.
I mean, the way I see it, Cody, I don't know when, but Cody is eventually going to win the WWE title. That's the way I see it. But for the Universal title, I think Drew should be the one to take it off for Roman and start Roman's descent into madness, kind of like with Kenny and Christian when Christian beat him for the TNA title.
Mm-hmm.
And it should happen at that September show in Cardiff, England. Right. It is for multiple reasons that makes sense. One, that's Drew's big moment, like that he never got at WrestleMania 36 because of this. Not me. What's inside of me right now.
Yeah.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Trevor. Jesus. Jeez,
really,
child.
Pounding the meat.
That's all Vince Russo, dude. That's all Vince Russo. All Vince Russo.
Oh, yes.
This person says, I said, who's next? You said Roman Reigns fears Cody Rhodes. I don't think you said who's next. But who's next?
Probably. Drew.
I think they'll end up having some sort of match between. I think they could have Cody versus Roman at SummerSlam, and Cody loses. I genuinely think that's like a possibility.
I can see that, yeah.
Or Cody wins, or maybe you do it with Cody winning via countout.
Right.
Oh, and then yes, do that one. Build it up.
That's good booking. That's good booking.
No, we're gonna have Cody. We're gonna have Cody win via disqualification. We're gonna have Roman kick him in the nuts. He's a heel. And then Nakamura's gonna come out. When Nakamura is not even on the show, doesn't matter. He's gonna kick Cody.
It's gonna have to.
Because Nakamura has to kick someone in the nuts. That's what he does. Nick Robbins in the chat says, Hogan needs a couple of surgeries. He's too old to get back into the ring. He needs a couple of surgeries and a new... Yeah, and, well, no, I mean, look, he was never talented. By the way, some people are so commenting on the episode that you and I did where we made fun of Hulk Hogan for getting booed at WrestleMania 37. No, Hulk Hogan didn't get booed, you marks. And I'm just like, I have ears. He totally got booed.
I heard things.
Yeah, I heard things, and they were like, yeah, and it was one of those Kevin Dunn things where it was like, Titus O'Neil, Hulk Hogan, boo.
Yay.
It's like the old Roman Reigns. Remember, like Roman Reigns when he would enter WrestleMania, it would be like, Banner, ooh,
yeah. And how the old fans were for Cena. Yay, boo, yay, boo.
No. But then, like Kevin Dunn would turn it down, right? And so we turn down, we go like boo, and then it would go into like then they'd hear something and be like, oh, they're chanting Roman rocks. Roman sucks. Roman sucks. And then it's like, oh no. It's like, and then it's like, oh guys, listen, they're chanting, we want more. We want refunds. Oh, can't have any of that.
Can't have that. No, can't have that.
Yeah. So I mean, look, it'd be like that. Trevor, as we wind up this historic event, which is a damn shame we have to call it that.
I don't know what the hell this was.
What are you watching pro wrestling right now? What do you like? What don't you like?
I've been watching catching up on my indies. Watching Matt Cardona steal every title and beats everyone.
Boo!
I've been watching a couple of my buddies actually wrestle. A guy named Joro Bennett. He goes as JP Anderson. He's doing good stuff over
JP Anderson?
MCW.
The JP Anderson? Who the hell is that?
You know JP Anderson? You know who he is? He wrestles
JP Anderson.
See? Like there's another one?
Oh, you mean the guy who? Oh my God! I know that guy. He sucks. You imagine? No, I don't know JP Anderson. I'm sure he's fine.
That would be terrible.
Sure, he's great.
No, he's doing good stuff over MCW. He's actually on their upcoming pay-per-view. Yeah.
MCW has pay-per-view?
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
MCW, if you need a commentary team who'll do it for the low, we're not going to do it for free. We'll never do it for free.
No, not free at all.
Like you are going to have to pay me to watch MCW, but
it's the Hardy Boys' last tour.
Oh my God, dude. Yo, Jeff Hardy's Swanton bombs are kind of scaring me right now. I'm just like,
are they? Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Billy Kidman.
Star Press.
Yeah, where it's like not as really. Excuse me, where it's not really a shooting star press. It's like he just kind of flops on him. That's what he's doing with the Swanton. And I'm just like, yeah, you're close to landing on your neck there, Jeff.
Yeah, it's getting a little scary there, sir.
Let's get that Young Bucks Hardys match at Double or Nothing through, and then that feud with or I guess they're having the match with Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin. So
yeah. Which should be a good one.
Oh my god, the WWE fans who, when they heard that song on AEW, first of all, admitted that they watched AEW. Secondly, those WWE, sorry, no, not WWE fans. There's nothing wrong with being a WWE fan. I'm a WWE fan a lot of the time, but though those WWE marks, there we go, because there's AEW marks, there's WWE marks. Those WWE marks who are like, oh, WWE's gonna sue AEW, then they're gonna go out of business for stealing the Hardy Boys song, buddy. That is a stock theme.
Exactly.
If I went to go buy the rights to it right now, I could do it. It's a stock theme. Now, I'm not gonna pay like the $100 or whatever it takes to get that because I don't want to do that. I'd rather spend that money getting. Actually, I wouldn't spend that money on that one person who tried to swindle us into interviewing him. No, I'd rather spend that money. He's at $50 for 15 minutes. What a dick. I mean, an amazing human being. Cut that. Future me.
Cut that. Print that.
Since he says Hit Row is in MCW, and that's the only thing that's watchable. When is this MCW? I should go to more MCW pay-per-views or events since I live.
I have not been to an MCW event in years. One of my buddies used to be a manager over there, and I have not been since then.
I'm sure the tickets can't be that bad.
It's the 15th. This one's coming up the 15th.
Yeah. I'm so mad. I had Dynamite tickets for Maryland.
I saw on Twitter.
So I was so upset, dude. I was so upset. And it wasn't just upset because I was like, oh, it's my first Dynamite since Dynamite 1, like in
Right.
DC. But it would have been like my first wrestling event since Dynamite 1 in DC. I haven't been to a wrestling event since then because, I
haven't been one either.
Like shit closed down. Basically, like just a few months after that, and then, and it's been a slow road. But yeah, look, and then man, can't go to Double or Nothing because I'm gonna be at a wedding, and
you have to be responsible.
Being an adult, man, my friends are getting married. That's crazy to me. But
anyway.
I'm a widow boy. I cannot find these tickets for
most
MCW.
of my friends are married, so
yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. You got to get look. I told you, man. I told you. I always thought that you and Ryan made a cute couple.
I mean, yeah, I tried, but he just wasn't into it.
No, he was. Maybe. Look. I can't find these tickets. Where are these tickets? MCW. Why is it so hard to find these tickets? 12 p.m. wrestling.
What?
On a Sunday? They want me to show up at noon on a Sunday. Is this sold out? Okay, wait. There's reserved seating. What? Okay. So it's like $20. Where is this? Oh, it's in Millersville.
Yeah.
All right, who's on this card?
Actually, the card's not too bad from what I remember. It's not amazing, but it's not bad.
Okay, who's on this? Like, can I get some information here, MCW? Or are you just gonna work me? Oh, what the hell? Oh, wow. Okay, so here's the card. Here's the main card. The Hardys versus Mike Bennett and Matt Taven.
Yep.
That's a really good match. Ken Dixon versus Moses versus Nick Aldis versus Brian Johnson.
It's actually a really good match, too.
Gia Scott versus Mandy Leon. I have no idea who either of those people are. I'm sure they're great. DeMarcus Kane with Gia Scott versus O'Shea Edwards for the Rage TV Championship.
I know O'Shea.
Speedball Mike Bailey versus Joey Janela versus Chris Bay. That's a match right there. A triple threat match.
I forgot Janela was on that card.
The Jabronis versus the Jabronis. And then Action Andretti versus Ninja Mac. Ninja Mac's on this card? Okay, we might
Yeah,
have to go to this. If Ninja
Ninja
Mac's
Max
on
on
this
that
card. Tim Spriggs versus Angel Alvarado. Okay.
Could
And
be a tag team match on it too.
oh, buddy, MCW tag team. Oh, this is the pre-event matches. Oh, well, these all suck too. Um, these all suck too. Dante Martin's gonna be doing like a signing. Okay, it's Baltimore
Yeah,
Celebrity Fest. Oh, so there's like a little celeb fest happening. Tito Santana, Dan Severn. Hold up. Lillian Garcia. Yo, where does MCW? How did they get these? Chris Van Vliet's gonna be there.
it's funny if you see
Thunder
it.
Rosa Molina, Britt Baker, DMD, Sting, AOA, Alex Reynolds, Johnny Hungy, Evil Uno. Okay, we're going to this. I'm buying tickets. Steve Blackman's gonna be there.
Yeah, yeah.
Steve Blackman's gonna be there. Not to be confused. Not to be confused with Steve. No, but Steve Blackman's gonna be there. It's gonna be amazing, and I want to go now.
Now I want to go. If you can,
I want to go.
if you can
Dad,
go.
I'm going to test. I'm going to manifest a negative COVID test by then. I have to test negative by then. I have to. Like, if I don't, I think so. I think so. You guys just watched a planning meeting, a real take planning meeting happen, or an OT planning meetings that just happened there. But yeah, it'd be like that. Since he's just like, On that note, Trevor, I asked you a closing question. It's been like 15 minutes since I asked you a closing question. Final thoughts.
Guys, it's good to be back.
Is it?
This was interesting. Promise everything will be back to normal.
It's gonna be back to weird. Back to weird.
Back to weird. Thanks for being around. Thanks for showing up. I for one definitely missed you guys after like everything I've been going through. Missed you guys. Glad to be back.
No, he didn't. He's working you. No, we missed you too, Trevor. We missed you too, Trevor. We're happy to have you back, and I'm happy to be back after my just disappearance for these last few weeks as well. It's gonna be a fun ride.
Better, buddy.
Yep. Since he says night, y'all, as it is 2 hours past his bedtime. Guys, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. CC says, awesome show as always. Thank you, CC. Thank you for always showing up, supporting, all that stuff. Until next time, be happy, be healthy. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Talk, and reach out to someone. And remember, as always, keep it OT.
OT? Yeah,
we're gonna see if that works.